Hi everybody, this is Mama Sue and I've got a new bracelet for you here that's on memory wire. And these are really, the reason I decided to go with this one first, I'm going to do several of them, but I'm going to do this one video first because it's so quick to make. And I thought it'd be fun, and if you have any old time beads, you can use those. Or if you have big beads. If you have big beads, you can use big beads for this, because a lot of times people don't want to use the big beads because they can't figure out what to do with them. And I know what to do with these because they turned out really cute. But anyway, let me put one of these on because I want you to see how cute they look on. And then look, you can even double them up. If you double and triple them up, and they're pretty simple to put on, you can have a real cute look just putting these all together even, and you have a really pretty bracelet. And then you got those cute little danglies on the other side. See all those little danglies hanging down? Those just look so cute dangling down. Or they can be by themselves, or you can have a bracelet by itself. But these are super simple to make. They only take 9 of the big beads. Let me see what size these are. I don't know where my measuring device went. Oh my goodness. I've misplaced my measuring device. I'll have to tell you later what size those are. But I would say around a 12. This has got to be around a 12. This is pretty big. But 10 or 12, something like that. But and then we've got a 6 in here in the middle here of a spacer bead. Right there we've got a spacer bead. And then we've just got those little metal ball beads. Those little spacer beads. You know, what I like about this is that's all you need. This whole bracelet is just made of 3 spacer beads and a big bead. Oh, well, wait a minute. You got bead caps on this one. I put bead caps on them because it made this square bead, it gave it a little bit more texture and made it look a little more elegant. So that's why I added the bead cap. And these are the cheap bead caps. These aren't real thick bead caps. These are the ones you can like squash. So anyway, let me show you. We're going to make a pink one and a brown one. How about a pink one and a brown one? I can't make up my mind, so I figured I'd make both of them. So super easy to make, and they're quick, so why not? There's the pink one. And here's a brown one. Let me see what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's all we need. This is too many. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of those. Then all we have is spacer beads after that. So let's do it to it. Okay, now what we're going to start out with is with our memory wire. Let me move these out of the way. We're going to start with our memory wire, and our memory wire, we always use our memory wire cutters. If we don't use our memory wire cutters, we're going to wreck something. And I have a lot of wreck tools that I still use, but they're wrecked. And for this style bracelet, you're only going to need 1 loop, but I like to go 1.5 so I have playroom in case I mess up, because sometimes you break your wire when you're trying to use it. So I like to make sure I have extra in case I break a piece. So what I'll do is I'll go around. There's 1 loop right there. When you see that tip right there, there's 1 loop right there. And I'm going to go 1/2 now. So I'm just going to follow this around to the other side. And there's the other side right there. So I'm going to reach right on that other side, and I'm going to cut this off right here. While I'm doing it, I'll go ahead and get the brown one too. First we start at the tip right there. We just lay that tip down, and that's your first circle. Then you're just going to roll your finger around to the other side, and you're going to cut this bottom wire. See there? The wire right under the top wire. That's the one you're going to cut. You have no idea how many times I've cut here. And then I didn't have it big enough. So it happens. It happens to everybody. Mostly, well, probably more to me because I'm older and I forget things. But anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to put a circle on one tip so that it holds our beads on. So we're just going to grab a hold of the tip of this, just the tip of that wire, and we're just going to move it around. I've got this at about a 1/2 inch right here right now. I normally make it a little smaller, but this is what I am doing today. Okay. I like to bring that in enough to where even if you want to, this is a better way probably to do it, is to take it about a 1/4 inch, roll it, and then turn it and roll it and have that little piece go over the edge so that you don't have to worry. And then it's more like a split ring. See there? And then I'm just going to pull it up right here. And then you've got a nice little loop there. And then you can hang your dangly on that. Anyway, now we're going to start with our beads. We're going to be using these and these. Oh, I forgot we're going to be using some of these too. Now these are all mixed up, so I'll just unmix them as I go because I dropped my container. You know, it happens, and I didn't feel like unmixing all these different sizes. So this is the ones we're using right here. Let me show you that. That's the one where I lost it. That's the one we're using. It's kind of got little circles in it, you see. That's about as close as I can get it to you. But anyway, that's the ones we're using. You can use others, but make sure you go the same with all. Well, it's up to you. You could go every one's different, you know, and they all come out pretty. But anyway, let's start putting our beads on. And we don't even have to count this because we know that we're only using 9 beads. So we're just going to put small, medium, and small. Then we're going to put one of our bead caps on backwards. See how I put that on the wrong way? That's because this is going to lay against it. Just like that. If you push it in a little bit, it'll kind of squash. See how easy that was to squash? And then we're going to put another one on the other side. You don't have to squash them, but I do it just in case after you wear it for a while, maybe some of them will start squashing, and I want to make sure they're the right size and they're going to stay the right size. Because you normally don't have to do anything special with a memory bracelet because it normally stays nice. Now that's the beginning of it. And that's how simple it is. That's all there is to this. Except for you just adding your beads over and over and over again. That gets kind of... well, it's not too bad with this one, though. This one is just such a simple one to make. Where's that hole? If you can find the holes, you'll be in good shape. You'll be in good shape. I like to squish those right away as I put them on, because I want to make sure it's all the way on there so I have it nice and tight when it's done. A lot of people like to leave the bubble there, Or they'll take a really tiny bead and put it under there to keep it from coming back down and flattening. But I just as soon flatten it on this one. Some of them I do put a little bitty bead right under there, like a crimp bead under there, just to keep the bead cap puffed up. But it just depends on your taste. You know what you like to do. There. Come on, where are you? I was getting the wrong bead. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Oh, the pink one's going to be real nice. The pink one's going to be pretty. Now, we've gone through, what, 3 beads. We're almost halfway there. Now here and here. There's just so many things that you can do with memory wire. I mean, I make earrings with it and bracelets, and I've bought bigger memory wire, and you can make like little chokers with it. And that's kind of cute too. Oops, I forgot my... Now, a lot of times I forget to put these on. Then I have to go and tear some off. It is what it is. Now, see, it'd be much easier for you and faster for you because you don't have all your things all mixed up. And you really don't have to put them on if you don't want to. You can do anything. You can take a little flat wood bead and put on against the end, or a little metal bead against the end. There's all kinds of different things you can put on. You can put a little diamond. So at the other one, I'm going to do a little bit different, I think, just to show you the variation. Like this one is just like this one. See there? And wait, where's the other ones? I have other ones. Hang on. Here's one I did, and I put, I did this one in gold, and I put a little bead, a little bicon type bead right there in between the same color, and it really kind of was spunky looking. And then here it is in orange like that, and it's that's a variation. I'm just showing you the variation because I think I'm going to stick with this one. I like this one the best. I like this variation the best. I'm really not as crazy about the gold colors in this kind of stuff. I like sticking with the darker stuff. Now, on the memory wire, it really doesn't matter what color you go because it's really not going to show. I mean, if I've got different colors of memory wire, but I've noticed it doesn't even matter because once it gets done, you don't even you don't even see that because that's the only part that shows, and it doesn't show when you're done. You know, because you've got all the other stuff on there, and it's in back of your wrist. Oops, that goes backwards. Okay, we're over halfway there. See how cute that is? Oh, that's going to be a nice one. Grab myself some more beads. I'll count these when I'm done so you know how many. I think you need, I'll count them, and then you'll know how many beads you need there. But I'll wait till I'm done because you know how I am. I don't get around to counting all those things. I'm busy getting things made. And here we go. We're down to 3. Well, maybe I'll have enough of these all pulled out. These doggone things. You wouldn't believe the mess I made. This is what I dropped. And it has all the beads in it. These are the hardest ones to clean up. But all these, and I had to unmix the colors. So I don't want to do that again. I'm done with that one. See how I'm just pushing it on there? Flattens it out. And like I said, some people don't like it flattened out. I like it flattened out because if some of them start flattening out, you start seeing the wire. You know, and if I'm going to leave them full like this, I'm going to make sure I put some kind of a bead underneath there that keeps it up and fluffy. But I really didn't want it to show a lot. I wanted it to just be like just real subtle. When you pull them out, it's not quite so it's not subtle. It's sticking out there. Now, if it was Christmas ornaments and stuff like that, I made icicles with these, bigger ones of these before, and they turned out so cute. Okay, we're getting down there. One more. If I can find that hole, I'll get it on there. There we go. Now 1 small, 1 medium, 1 small, and we'll put that last bead on there. See, I told you these aren't real hard to make. These are just, and these beads, they're like from the 70s. They're, but you can use any kind of beads. You can just make sure you get big beads. You can get round beads. Wait, I did one with a round bead. Let me see. Here's one I did with round beads, and it came out really pretty. Except for I added right in here. I went small, medium, small, and then I went the same color in the middle of it. And then small, medium. Oh, wait. Well, something like that. But I mean, it came out really cute. And I love these beads because they're so shiny. And then see how you had the little dangle in there? They come out really cute. So you can use any kind of bead you want. Yeah, I just use these because I'm getting rid of a lot of beads. I have a lot of these kind of beads. They were given to me. And I definitely use things that are sitting out here. My son brought them in from another town. He says, Mom, lady went out of business and she said you could have these. I said, oh, cool, I'll try to figure out something to do with. Now I have. I've got other things I do with them too. And this is not the only thing, but they're kind of cool. And those ones from the 70s seems to be made better than the ones now. They're like a really, really hard plastic that looks like glass. And they stay pretty nice. Okay, we're at the end of the trail. So we're going to put our little circle on here. I'm going to cut some of this off, and then I'm going to start rolling it. Right here. Now I left about a 1/2 inch. The only reason I left a 1/2 inch is because I'm going to roll it on top of itself. And I'm in about a 1/4 inch. Remember how I started a 1/2 inch and then changed my mind? Now there you go. And twist that up. Now we've got 2 really nice little places there. Now we're going to make the cute little chain that goes on there. Now, if these are out of shape, all you got to do is go like something like this, and you'll put them right back where they belong. It works really well. See? Now, if I had a tan, that'd really look good on. I really need to get a tan. But I don't seem to get a very good tan in the YMCA. Mine doesn't have an outdoors. Okay, now for the end, what did I do here? Okay, I've got 4 you notice this one's needs to be on there better. I didn't put that on all the way. Ah, there it is. Okay, it's got 4 split rings. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's got 1 spacer bead. Oh, wait, I did a wire. Now, this one I made my little place on the bottom. See there? But I am going to use a round tip wire this time with the little ball on the tip. See that little ball on there? And then I'm going to put my big spacer bead. Just like, see, you got to make sure you get these with big enough balls on it if you're going to use these. Or else I'll show you a way you can make your own. Let me show you that real quick. Here's one right here. I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. Just in case you don't have any. You know, I don't like to do something and you don't have the supplies at your house. Now I'm going to take it, I'm going to squish this downward. I'm being real careful because I want to get it down as close as I can to a little bitty ball. Then I'm going to bend it. See? Then I'm going to bend it. just like that. Then I'm going to squash it down again. Now I could hook a ball on there. Let me show you. I got to cut this tip off first because I just used one of these pins. Now if you notice, it looks like I spun a little circle there, see? You could squish it a little more if you wanted to, but this works for me. And then I'm going to use that kind. I'm going to use this kind. See there? That works just as well as if you have the balls. See there? So now you know how to do that, though. Knowing's half the battle. So you don't have to buy that kind of supplies. Just make your own. I do that with a lot of them. I just make my own. And then we're going to put a little ball on the top. Just like that. I'm going to do it with the other one too, because this is for each side. Here's my last one. And then I'm going to, well, I'm going to cut some of this off, and then I'm going to roll it down. I'm going to cut it down probably about a 1/2 inch, because I want it to roll up good. And I'm going to put it up higher. I'm going to put it up to about a 1/2 inch here. Yeah, I'm going to bring it down to a 1/4 inch. I cut it too small. I'm going to go down to a 1/4 inch. Right here, 1/4 inch down. And then I'm going to pull it straight down. And I've got my little cutesy thing here. And it's got a little overlap, so I don't have to worry about losing it. Kind of like that. Because this wire is a little bit softer. If you get it with the balls, your wire is going to be a little bit softer. But I'm not worried about it because I can always wrap it, you know, over a bit. Or I could roll it and then wrap my wire around and around. I can do it that way too. That's the way I do it most of the time. It's just I haven't been on here for a while, for at least 2-3 weeks. So I've lost my mojo. Okay, I'm going to put this back over here, and I'm going to grab the rings, and we will finish this puppy. And I think we're going to wait on this brown one. But I'm going to start putting them on Etsy before long. I'm going to start putting these things on Etsy. Just so that, you know, if anybody wants them, they're there. And if I get enough beads on certain things, like some of these, I could make up kits. Let me know if you're interested in that, because if you are interested in that, I'll make sure I get some kits made up. That I could get online a lot quicker than I could making them and putting them on. Okay, now what I like to do on these, I don't like using the tool for opening these split rings. Because when I go to open them up, it just doesn't work well for me. So what I do is I get one of the gridded, the pliers that have the teeth like rough edge in there. And I'll grab on just to the first, I'll find out where that tip is. There's the tip. I'll grab onto just over the tip. and I'll pull straight out and turn my pliers. That'll keep it open. And I'll put 2 rings on right now. 1, or I'll put the little one on. Where's that little one? Oh, here they are. I put this on because there's no top or bottom on this one until you put this on. Now I'm turning it. Now I've got 3 on there. I mean, I've got 2 rings and I've got the ball. Now I've got to get the last 2 rings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this ring. It just saves me time. I'm going to open this ring just like I did before. I pulled straight up and moved my pliers down. I'm holding on to this tight. And I'm going to put 1 ring on there, just like that. And then I'm going to take this. Yep, where is it? And I'm going to put that on there. Yep. Hang on a second, I'll get it. I don't like doing it 4 times, so I found a way to do it only twice, and it's a lot easier for me. Although I'll show you the other way, just so maybe that would be easier for you. But there it is all together, and then all I've got to do is hook this on to the bracelet. Now, another option on this is you could always take a little pink bead and put on there on the tips. You know, a matching one. But I kind of like that little metal look. It looks, you know, kind of classic. Anyway, let's do this one. I'm just going to add all of them onto here, and I'm going to go one at a time just so that you know that way. Now, I'm pulling straight out. I'm grabbing it here because there's the tip right there. Pulling it straight out, and I move my pliers down. Or I just roll this down. And then I take my bead and put it in there. And I just turn this. Now, I could have put 2 beads on there to make it short time, but I'm doing it this way so that if you don't do it that way, I don't want you to get confused. So I'm doing it this way so you can see that you can do it this way too. And until you get used to how to open this up, this is much easier than the tool for me. Some people really like using the tool that opens these jump rings, because there is a jump ring tool. I was looking to see if I had it out here somewhere, because I do have one. I'll show you one of these times. Now I've got another one. There's the tip. There it is right there. So I'm grabbing it here, pulling straight out, and turning my thing down. But you got to hang on to those pliers, because if you don't hang on to the pliers, it's gone. Now, if you want to, you can add the other ring on right now, but I'm not going to, because this way you'll see how to do that several times. Then I've got another last ring. I'm going to open that up. I folded it down, put it on there, and just turned it like I'm putting the key on. See there? Now I've got to do it one more time just to put it on the bracelet. And I'm just turning it and turning it and turning it until it goes on. Ah, there it is. There we go. Now we got our pink bracelet. Oh yeah, that's a cute one. See the little danglies? The danglies are just so adorable on these. And you can, like I said, you can put different ones together and double them up, which gives them a little bulk. I kind of like that bulk. Hang on a second. I'm going to show you the other ones I have made over here. Okay, let's get these out of the way. Here's the ones I showed you. The red one and the... I just want to show you how many different colors. And if you have any of these kind of beads, you could just use these kind. And I think they work great. Here's one in green. Here's one in burnt orange. Here's a yellow one. This is some kind of orange. It's darker than that, but it's almost an orangey pink. So that one's got me fooled. And then, well, we do have a pink one already made in here, but this is the light pink. And then we've got the blue one, the light blue one here. You know, but see, I mean, there's so many. Let me see. You could put so many different colors together and just have a really cool, crazy looking bracelet. Put some blue on there. If you want mostly blue, you could go with the burnt orange with this pretty brown color. That burnt orange looks really good. And the burnt orange, ooh, maybe this orangey pink. Nah, it's got gold in it. Well, we could put it with the red. There's just so many different things you can do. Then you also have these cute danglies on the ends over here. Now, also, if you wanted to, you could cut 3 memory wires. You could go, like, here's your first wire right there. And then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and move it over to a half and cut it off there and make yourself a triple that just winds around your wrist. You know, by going, I just meant 9 is 18 plus 9, 27. I think it's 27. That would be 27 of the big beads if you did it that way. But I think they would come out great like that, because look how cool this looks. You know, or you could put a variety of different colored beads, your leftover beads, together and make some cool jewelry. But that's what I got for you today. And, you know, I did have a brown one. It's just a light brown one. I already had that brown. Okay, well, there's my treasure for you today. And you take care of yourself, and God bless. And I'll get you some more of these memory wire bracelets up real soon. Bye for now.